Good morning. It's Tuesday, April 11th, 2023. My name is Terry Morgan. We are here to practice Wudang Dragon Sword. Aloha, Jan. Yesterday, I gave the basics for this fourth movement, right? And I talked about the idea that we had only covered 3 movements plus the opening. 4, 3. The opening is not counted in this particular set. So, 3 movements. We got the 4th one now, and this is very similar to what we just did with Dragon turns its body and plays in the water. Okay, so we got Dragon turns its body and plays in the water, and then we have Dragon twists and turns. Dragon waves its tail and twists. Yeah. Alright, so let's get started. Basic stretch. Feet about shoulder width apart. Stand straight. Hands circle in front. Back around to both sides. Up along center line. Reach out. Bend the knees. I am moving faster this morning. And again. And one more time. Reach up. Elbows drop down. Wrists. Hands return to your sides. Right leg front, left leg back. Good stretch. Keep the knee down so you can open it, right? Don't throw your leg back and kick your heel back. Keep your knee open. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, and sink more. Change the other side. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, and come on up. Alright, that sink and push into the heel. You want the hip to connect to the heel. Hip of the leading leg sinks down to connect to the heel. The leg stays. We want that stretch, we want that capability to go up and down. We're using it. We just did, right? That dragon playing in the water. All right. From yesterday, right? We're here. 1, 2, 3. This over and under. As this comes through, set your arm against your wrist, pull on the wrist, so bring your wrist toward you, and push with your arm so that you set. And this is solid. It's not, no, solid. All right, this series we had just done right? So we're going to work on that sequence just a little bit. I'm going to slow it down with the idea that follow the tip of the blade, slice up, down, tip of the blade, tip of the blade, tip of the blade, tip of the blade. We're not ignoring the edges, but if we don't pay attention to what's going on out here, it doesn't work. The focus has to be on the idea of side and guap, side. Stick it in and twist. All right, that that sense of fluidity through the waist. So if my waist is not turning, set this here for a second. All right, if my waist is not turning, then anything else I do is not going to be well connected. Shoulders with the hips, elbows with the knees, hands with the feet, upper body, lower body, head stays well placed. All of these fundamentals come into play, particularly as we're moving more quickly and as the idea behind what we're doing becomes clearer. Okay? So I can muddle through this. Right? I just muddled. That was muddled. This kind of goes over here, and I kind of slice, and then I slap it down. Right? Muddle, muddle, and here. No. No. That was complete junk. It was wrong. There was no sense of what's going on with the blade. I just, I'm going to use it as a fly swat or something. Hit them flat thing. That's not what this is. It's not. There are, right, in a catalog of things, there are, and I don't know if you can see it, a long pole with a blade on the end of it that's about yay long. It's actually, I'm going to take that back. The blade is about this long and about this wide. That's a blade. The pole that it's on, okay, is too large for my one hand to grip. I can't hold it. I have to have two hands to hold the pole. It's bigger than what I can hold, right? So what my grip is, right? And this matters for pretty much everything that we do. I talked about the sword being the proper height and the proper weight. If the sword's too heavy, if it's too long, it will be awkward to use. It will be difficult to manage. You don't want to introduce something that's difficult to manage for you. You want something that you can work with, right? So I do not have the upper body strength. I don't, to use and be adept, become even close to adept with the big sword, the big blade. Okay, about this high. This is the blade. This is the pole that it sits on. All right, and you gotta be able to swing it. I can't do that. I don't have the strength for it. I know guys who do. I didn't. I was never going to have that. And that is my point. What works for you? That is important. How the sword works for you. Also very important. All right? So if we're trying to swat flies with a sword, that's not, no. That's never correct. No, never. That's not what this does. Fly swatter weapon. There is. It's a horse tail swat. See, you could do that. Not with this. Alright, so, sai, gua. As we come through here, right? That happens on both sides. What has to happen to hit the right side is that twist through the body. So here, twist. Right? It's not doing something so much with this as it is here. Right? In, follow the circle to the other side. Right? Keep going. When we move with clarity, so that each movement has its measure, we develop that sense of where we should end up, right? The process of getting there. How did I get? Right foot front, left foot back. And I'm going to, here for a second. Right? Level. More or less. This could be up a little bit more. Right? Checking that. Did I not? Where am I? Is my position correct? How do I check for that? Are my arms level? Yes, no. If yes, I'm in the correct position. If no, I'm not. Very straightforward. That extension of energy through to the back and through the front. The same idea, and I talked about this before, with if I'm going to, I have a heavy bag here and I hit the heavy bag, I need to be well rooted when that comes, because the bag is going to send that force back to me. It's basic physics. So if I'm not paying attention to what's here behind me and sinking, this won't have any strength. That won't have, I'm going to take that back. It won't have the same type of strength, right? We want that full extension all the way through. Right foot front. Gombo. Gombo. Forward step. Gombo. Step up left. Guap. Guap. Flat. Do it again. Okay. Forward. Check your arm. Check your shoulders. And step 1, 2, 3. Again. Step 1, 2, 3. Again. 1, 2, 3. Do you notice the difference? left foot, right foot. I have, and I have to talk about that, I have not double checked this, so I'm going with what I have in the video, which is right foot, right foot. As I step through here, now I want to take this and straighten it just a little bit more. So I'm here. One, two. I have to leave myself enough room here. If I'm going to step forward with this leg, right, I have to leave myself enough room to do it. That stepping method, right, so if I change feet, I have to be able to change my weight. I'm here, left, right, left. Change my weight each time I step, and it's kind of clunky right now. That's right. It's okay. It's okay. It's supposed to be. Each move, 1, 2, 3, right? That placement, 1, 2, 3. If I leave my right foot where it is, right, when I step forward, if I'm going to leave my right foot there and step through, what I have to pay attention to is how I manage my weight. That change to step through. If, on the other hand, right, I step with the same foot. I'm going to step with the right, and I'm going to step with the right. Right foot, right foot. I have to keep my foot back enough that I can step forward. Right? If I step out here, I got no place to go. And that's it. I could stretch it. And in moving more quickly, sure. But it's going to be a problem. It's going to be a problem. Because that distance matters. Both for the form and for the strength that we're able to bring to what we're doing in the movement. If I'm too far extended here, right, I don't have the same is step through. As I come through, if I step too far, I have no strength here, right? I need to be centered enough that there's strength as I come up. I also have, and I would normally not have my heel up, right? The middle of the step. So 1, 2. Ready to, oh, am I stepping? As I shifted here, I took the weight forward. Is that what we want in this step? Not if I want to step forward with my right foot. Not if I'm going to step forward with my right foot. I have to keep my weight on the left in order to pick the right up and bring it down. It's physics. I can't do I can't do anything else. Knowing both. This way, this way. Dragon playing in the water. Yeah, I'm playing in the water. Here we go. That sense of, I can do it this way. I can do it that way. This one, yeah, maybe. No, that one, that feels better. This one matches up with the orthodoxy. This one doesn't. This one does. This one doesn't. Whichever way it goes, whichever way it works. My own flexibility and my understanding of what I need to do, what do I need to pay attention to. If my weight's forward, I can step forward. If I'm gonna have to step with the same foot, I have to keep my weight back. Physics. That insight. And the ability to do it as we move is most definitely something that we want to cultivate. We want to know what this, let me show you this one. Let me show you that one. I do a lot of things, and I'm getting ready to do this again. And we are going to move this a little more quickly in a minute. I do a lot of things that are incorrect. I need to scratch my head. I do a lot of things that are incorrect. To show an example of what is not correct. If I'm doing something that I recognize as, yeah, maybe not, I'm going to call it out. I am. I have yet to meet anyone who's perfect every day, all the time, no matter what they do, they're perfect. I have met some people who would like to believe that, but I've not met anyone who really knows what they're doing, who thinks they're perfect. They don't. That sense that we're working toward whatever it is we're trying to achieve, that we're always working for it. That's what we want. Practice, right? So yes I did, slice, as we move, that sense what am I going to do here? Knowing in advance, I've decided this is what I want to do. When I think about this set, my intent is to move. I'm going. I'm moving forward. Right? I'm moving forward. That is why I want to carry that left leg forward. And if I were closing distance, if I needed to close distance, I would absolutely bring that left leg up. When I'm looking for that perfection and how to develop further skills, that sense of remaining rooted and being able to carry that jumble, earthquake step, hard. And don't do it too hard, because depending on what surface you're on, you could hurt your foot or you could hurt your leg. Just set, it's there. All right, that set step, I don't have that if I step through. I don't. It's not there. Watch. And here, 1, 2, 3. I can close this hard, but it's not the same step. 1, 2. It's not the same. Doesn't feel the same. Yeah, I am gonna get it sorted out, so you're gonna know. In the meantime, one more time, slowly. Right foot front. 1, 2, 3. Again. 1, 2, 3. One more time. 1, 2, 3. Try to keep the supporting hand about here, closer to the wrist actually, but yeah, that's a little bit too far back. All right, from that previous move, dragon turns its body and plays in the water, to dragon wags its tail, waves its tail, and turns and twists its body. These two. Sword flat. Not too fast. The sword is flat. Step up, under, and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3. One more time. Yeah, I don't want to skewer my cat down here. You can see just at the edge there. I don't want to skewer her. And left foot front. Sword's flat. Step up, slice down, up, under, and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3. That speed, a little bit slow. It's a little bit static. I have to move the cat in order to speed it up a little bit. But I'm not going to do that. I'll do that tomorrow. We'll put it back together tomorrow. That sense that, again, as I start, right, here, from under, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, oh, nope. Right? Where am I? Here. Up and under. And go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3. From here. And go 1, 2. Excuse me. Try again. Try again. Left foot front. And go 1, 2, 3. And go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3. That series. 1, right? We step up here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, in. Now we're walking. Right? The more precise we can make the movements, the more fluid we can make the movement. If we don't know where we're going, if we swatting flies, right? Not paying attention to what the blade can do, not paying attention to turning the wrist, managing the tip of the blade, didn't work. That sense of intent, purpose, chop, guap, guap, that grab and turn over, cleaning out the weeds, man. Drop the hilt. From here, drop your wrist, drop the hilt. The blade will come up by itself. That sense of what I'm doing, how the blade moves, and what I might do with it are so very important to all of this. All right, I will be back. I will clean up the question. All right, I'm gonna get that taken care of, and I will be back tomorrow with this move out of Dragon Sword. This is dragon weaves its tail and turns its body, twists its body. As we turn and twist, paying attention to the waist becomes oh so much more important. All right, so tomorrow we're going to continue working on this move and a little bit more, put it back into the full set. Thursday and Friday, Wudang Qigong. I hope you'll join me. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it.